But the reason why I ask about practicing discipline, because men say they want women who are pure, virgins and stuff. But
they're contributing to the impurity of the pool of women.
yeah, it's like they're not valuing it in terms of you're not helping women to maintain that, firstly. And secondly is what happens if you get that girl, right? Are you willing to then wait, or are you going to continue to sleep outside of the relationship until she decides that she's ready to have sex with you? If you've never practiced discipline, you're going to struggle when you meet a girl who's pure and says, I don't want to have sex until we're married. That could be a year down the line.
So what I would say, so there's a couple of things there. What I would say is, not every man is going to be willing to wait. So that's the wrong girl for him.
But that's the girl he wants. He wants a girl who's pure, who doesn't open her legs.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I don't think many men are looking for virgins.
Do you not?
No.
I think all of the talk on the podcast I hear, men like, oh yeah, no, I just want a girl that hasn't slept around. She's pure.
Oh, I do think men want. I do think that men who have a lot of options. Will only take girls who are more sexually selective seriously. Yes. That is true. Yeah. But I don't think men are looking for virgins. Okay. I think most men would prefer a girl have some experience. Okay. Right? Because not every guy's looking to teach. You know, I said this before in one of my other episodes that back in the day, for a guy, having good sex, not to sound crude, but it was about how tight she was. Right. If she's a virgin, she's obviously very tight. Okay. Nowadays, having good sex is having sex with a woman who knows what she's doing. Right? Because I say to guys as well, like, you can't expect a woman to be the best sex you've ever had, but she's never had any sexual experience. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Right? So I don't think guys are looking for virgins the way they did back in the day, but they are looking for women who are more selective. Yeah,
of course. I would think that would be the right approach to have. Okay, well that's fair. I thought that men were literally looking like the virgin is like number one. No,
I wouldn't. Okay. I don't think. Not a lot of my male friends. I think would. But in answer to what you said before about guys saying, oh, they want a girl who's sexually selective, yet they'll be out here sleeping with all the girls, right, and doing the business. Men separate women into two categories, right? A girl that he would see casually, and a girl that he takes seriously. Casually, most women can go into that because he doesn't care about all these other things because for him it's not serious. Yeah. The girl that he's going to invest his life in. His standards are higher. That is true. So I understand it's like, oh, it doesn't make sense. You want a girl who's sexually selective, yet you engage with, and your engagement of casual sex actually promotes women to be less selective. But then it's on the woman to not behave in a way that, or present herself in a way that puts her into that casual box of his. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it. I just feel like as much as all of these, like, men talk about all the things that they want, but they're not actually actively doing much to help make sure women stay in line.
What, as in that they're not doing anything to help women become the things that they want?
I just feel like men aren't necessarily doing things to help protect the purity of women.
But it's not the men's job to do that. It's the women's job to do that.
I think it's both.
No.
I think it's both.
No, because the thing is, like, when women express what they want in a man, women don't take it upon themselves to grow that in men around them. They're like, well, the guy has these things or he doesn't. If he does, I'll choose him. If he doesn't, then I won't.
That's not true. There are some women who will be with a man and will be with him and can see the potential in him and help grow his assets with him.
Yeah, but that's not what I mean, though.
Oh, what do you mean?
What I mean is, like, she wouldn't choose a man that she didn't think has potential.
Okay.
And then be like, oh, I'm going to work with him. I'm going to
work to help him evolve, even if she cannot see it in the first place.
Yeah. Because there's another guy who does have it and she would rather choose.
Well, what about, like, for example...
Like, if a guy's not funny and she wants a guy who's funny, she's going to be like, okay, let me help you work on your funny game so you can become attractive to me. Like, that doesn't happen.
What about if you have a woman who's, let's say she's going back to the whole virgin thing again. She's a virgin. Yeah. And a man will know that she's a virgin and maybe sleep with her, but no intention to be in a relationship or anything with her.
Why does she sleep with him?
Why?
Yeah, because it takes two to tango.
Maybe he told her false promises. It was like, yeah, we'll be in a relationship, and then
Does his actions reflect that? Like, there's... Well, hold on, but
you might not know till afterwards.
So did she want to wait till marriage?
In this scenario, I guess she hasn't, has she? Because she decided to sleep with him.
Then that's on her. It's not on him. Like, it takes two to tango.
I know it takes two to tango, but don't you think you should just be upfront and honest, rather than lie to a woman to get what you want?
Oh, I agree. You shouldn't lie.
This is what I say about protecting the purity, because in order to get what you want, you've sold this woman a dream. She's given you an exchange.
Yep.
And now you're not being a man of your words.
I completely agree. That is wrong.
So this is what I say about it's both people's responsibility, because I think if everyone was honest.
No, I don't think so. Because, okay, so here's the thing. Here's what I said, and I've said this to male clients that I've had. There are some girls who play guys for fools, right? They use guys for their time, money, and attention, okay? If you're a guy and you keep getting played by girls, that's your own fault. Because you've not learned your lesson and you've not developed the competency enough to see that. Yeah. If you're a girl, you keep getting played by guys, that's your own fault. It is your responsibility to learn from your experiences, see what the warnings and signs are, right? Like, everybody shows their intentions through their actions, men and women.
100%.
So if you're a woman and you keep getting swept away by what a guy says, whatever happens to you, with all due respect, like, if you're not learning from your experiences, don't expect a different result.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So it's not... So in regards to what you were saying before, I completely agree that if a guy lies and misleads her and everything, he's a bad person to do that for sure, right? I agree. But it is still the woman's responsibility to develop the competency enough to recognize the good man from the bad. The same way it's the same for men. Yeah. Which is why I'm here. To teach women that.
I think it's a fair point. I do think it's a very fair point. But I just think it's equally everybody's responsibility. I think to just make sure everybody's living life in the best possible way that they can, like, rather than take advantage of people.
I agree, but here's what I would say, right?
Yeah.
If you make sure you're responsible for you, I make sure I'm responsible for me.
Yeah.
If everybody makes sure they're all responsible for themselves. We wouldn't have any issues. Yeah, because then the guys who try and play around with you, you'll be like, I see through that. This ain't working here. Yeah. Right? Instead of like, oh, you have all the power and you manipulated me and I'm a victim. Like, that's not saying that you can't be victims of situations. But what I disagree with is the whole thing of the power is in his hands to make sure you're okay. And it's not. It's in your hands. You have the power to do that. You have the power to decide what situations you get into, what kind of guys you deal with. Same with guys. Guys have the power to choose what girls they get into.
Pow.